I was a junk food junkie for many years. Sarah and I would come. We didn't have, you remember, Israel was semi-socialist, so we didn't even have a McDonald's or a Burger King, okay? And we'd land on an occasional visit to New York. You know what the first thing we did? McDonald's. And to be honest, Burger King. I like Burger King more.
What's your go-to at McDonald's?
No, I'll tell you, Burger King. We did the double,
Whopper?
The double.
I haven't ripped Burger King in a long time.
Burger King kind of sucks.
Yeah.
No,
the
you're wrong.
BK Lounge can hit.
I disagree completely.
You like Burger King over McDonald's?
That's your worst take, I think.
Absolutely.
So the Nelk Boys apparently had Netanyahu on the podcast and let him rip for over an hour on genocide with virtually no pushback. And then Kyle and Steiny of the Nelk Boys went on Hassan's stream where Hassan and Adam Friedland rightfully criticized their decision to have Netanyahu on full send, essentially allowing him to peddle war crime propaganda in front of millions of people. Here's a clip of Hassan and Adam Friedland pushing back on the Nelk Boys having Netanyahu on the Full Send podcast.
Pranks! Do pranks! People like to see you guys partying. Why you guys keep...
We'll still party, bro.
In the middle of... You know, people can't leave Gaza.
Adam, we were in Central Pay for a few days after this.
People that live there are children.
We agree with
people
you.
Children. Why are you wading into that? People like you guys because they like to party. You hit zaps. You do happy dads. You guys are chill. I like to see Steve will do a chug. Just do it. Why are you touching that? Not everything is
I agree. You know what? Adam's right. We don't have to
do it. It is a brutal blood. It is blood.
See,
it is violent.
Adam, that's a problem.
Why are you guys?
I'm gonna tell you something.
If you're not qualified to do it, don't touch it.
We're gonna drink. We're gonna hit zaps, and then we're also gonna interview world leaders.
Watching all of this go down, I feel like we're at a crossroads in the podcast universe where we could go one of two directions. The first is that the bro chat style, where the host has controversial guests on and just kind of hangs out, pours some whiskey, lets the guests pontificate with zero challenge. I feel like this is going to die out, or at least it's an option that this dies out due to audience pushback. And there has been a ton of backlash for that episode with Netanyahu. Or we go the complete opposite direction where the Nelk Boys Netanyahu collab ripped open a portal in the podcast universe, and we just continue down this road of these world leader vape hangs where the next week the Nelk Boys are just blowing clouds with Kim Jong-un on a live. Kim Jong-un just turns to Steiny and he's like, hey, would you guys mind if I launched a nuke at the US live on Full Send? I mean, it'd be the first ever nuclear influence collab. And Steiny goes, what, dude? You want to launch a Nizzy right now? Are you sure, Kimmy? And Kim's like, bro, dude, let's just rip a nuke and we can react to it on stream. All right, I got you, Kim, says Steiny, but only if we can sponsor the launch. And then the last thing the people of New York see is a nuclear missile hurling towards the city with a happy dad sticker slapped on the side. You think I'm joking, but this is the end game if we continue in this direction. Like, if you're Netanyahu, what is your follow-up to Full Send? Does he do an influencer apology video and rebuild Gaza with Mr. Beast? I flew to one of the most war-torn places on earth, and I'm rebuilding it with the Prime Minister of Israel. For every 5 minutes Netanyahu makes it without ordering an airstrike, we feed one Palestinian family with Mr. Beast burgers. Now look, I know that the Nelk Boys were talking about having a pro-Palestine person on their podcast to balance out the Netanyahu episode, but at this point, the damage is done. Like, they should just lean into the war criminal guest list. Next week on Full Send, it's George Bush doing a shotgun challenge as he ranks his top 5 war crimes. And I'm part of the problem because I am definitely watching that shit. As a podcast host, I have no fucking idea what the future holds, but it is hilarious in a sick and twisted way to imagine a Nuremberg-style trial after Gaza where the judge goes, okay, we just heard Netanyahu's testimony. Now it's time for the Nelk Boys? I guess the Nelk Boys are here. Will Kyle and Steiny please approach the stand? And the whole world watches as Kyle places a 30 rack of Happy Dads in perfect view of the court camera.